Hello, this is Michael at my Crooked Road Homestead. Hope everyone's getting along all right today. Well, I hate to say this, but it's hotter than blue blazes out here today. And it's just a little bit after noon, so after 12 o'clock. But it is hot. And I'll tell you, I can't believe we're having this weather this late in the year. I got somebody coming down the road. Let's see who it is. One of my neighbors. Yeah, that's my neighbors up the end of the road. Nice people, nice people. But anyway, I told you I got this place all mowed. I'm not going to walk it, but I've got her all done. She's finally all done. I've got every bit of it done. Hopefully this is the last time I'll have to mow this year. But anyway, when I was out mowing this, I had this top on my mower, this hood on my deck. Not on my deck, but on my motor, on my engine cover. It fell off. And what had happened is it's got bolts in there. I'll show you here. But I had to figure out a way to get it back on. I've been messing with it all morning long. I finally got it put back on. That's it down there. Excuse me. You can look down there. You can see them three new sheet metal screws that I put in there. And what I had to do was I had to run them plumb through this cowling. And this is them right here. There's one there, and one over right there. And I ran through them and I took my grinder and I ground them off. But that's how I got that fixed. Had to take this thing plumb off. I'll tell you what, it's got those springs down there. You take these springs off and then they'll slide out. But anyway, I got it back on there. Got it back on. I said, well, I've gone this far on it. And hopefully it's, like I said, it's going to be my last time that I mow this year. So I took, and you can see all that grass laying out there. That was what was on the deck. Got it all pulled off, blowed out, took my compressor and blew all the grass out from underneath it. Then I took it around there and stuck the hose to it. But like I said, I'm hoping that this is the last time this year that I have to do anything to this mower. And these down here where these pulleys are, I've got new bearings for those. And before I start next year, I'm going to replace those bearings. Because these are chattering, but they got me through this year, and that's was what I was wanting to do. But I'm glad to have her all cleaned back up. I got this deck. You look how high this deck's setting up now. I got under it and adjusted that front tensioner under there where I picked that up. So now when I do that, and then I'll let this down, see, she goes all the way to the ground now. I mean, she's right on the ground. So I'm glad to have that fixed, hopefully. But I still got to pull this deck out. But anyway, the other day I was talking to my sister. My sister asked me, she said, Michael, do you ever sharpen those blades on your mower? I said, yeah, I usually sharpen them every year, but most of the time I just buy new blades because I bang around on stuff. Look at that chicken. She's trying to sneak back around there. I'll tell you what, if she don't watch it, Cash will get her. Now, I'm sorry to say that about my dog, but he will. And I don't think he wants to hurt him. I think he wants to play with him more than anything. But he'll kill that chicken in a heartbeat. I know he will. I know as sure as I'm sitting here, he will. So we'll see. I keep putting her back. I need to take these chickens when they go into their coop at night. I need to shut them down, and then I need to retrim their wings. Got to recut their wings because I haven't cut them in. It's been over a year since I've clipped their wings, so maybe I need to clip them wings again because I don't know that she's flying out, and I wish like I told you in my last video or the video before that, I really wish that I could let these chickens run free. But I just can't do it with Cash because Cash would end up killing them all. And I don't want to lose them because they still giving good eggs. So they're not big eggs, but they give eggs. So they're doing their part. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to, I still look at this floor. You know, I told you that I was going to get in there and clean this garage, this shop up. Well, I got some of it put up, but I still got a mess in there. I need to do it. But I've had too many other irons in the fire. Yesterday, my friends come out, see all them beer cans over there. Well, there was uh, three of them that came out. So the four of us, they told me they wanted to come out and drink a few brewskis with me. So I'm tell you what, you know, I don't drink that much anymore unless somebody brings it over and we have a few beers or whatever. But I just don't drink like I used to. But yesterday I noticed I had four beers, and in those four beers it messed with my head, and I don't like that feeling anymore, so I don't like to do it, and I usually don't. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a little update on what I got this mower all cleaned up. I'm glad to have it all cleaned up. All my critters are doing well. But when they were out here yesterday, my friends were out here yesterday. Uh, it was Lou Ann and her husband, and then my friend Troy, he came over. So, but Lou Ann told me, she said, Michael, those rabbits don't have any water. I said, what do you mean they don't have any water? She said, well, I looked at those waters. I said, well, you think they need water? I says, I've got a hose around there and I've got a bottle. I said, take your bottle and fill it up and go fill them up if it's bothering you. So she got a bottle and she went around there to my hydrant. She filled it up. She went up there to put water in them. She started taking them tops off, and they could use a little bit of water, but they weren't empty like she thought they were. But these new waters I got, I mean, I'm sitting right here looking at them, and I couldn't tell you how much water they've got in them unless I pull that top off. But I filled them up this morning, so I knew. And yesterday I did the same thing. But I just let her do her thing, you know. And then she went around and she was messing with Cash, and she was spraying him with that hose. And that dog loves to be sprayed with that hose. He just eats it up. And she was just having a field day with it. Well, anyway, after they left, I went in the house and I don't know. I was doing something. I turned on my uh, sink faucet, turned it on, and I didn't have any water. I said, "Well, what the heck's going on?" And you know, every once in a while, that well uh, trip a breaker. So I walked down to the pole and I tripped it off and on down there on that main pole. And I come back up, went in the house, turned the sink faucet on, nothing. I said, well, what in the heck is wrong? So I came back out, and like I said, Luann was around there messing with that dog in that water. She shut off my hydrant by my cabin. So I flipped it back on, went in the house, and then I had water again, but I couldn't believe it. So, you know, and that's people that they just don't know how things are set up, you know, and I mean, she was trying to do well. All she had to do was, I've got a nozzle on that hose around there, and I don't ever turn it off. Now, if it's cold weather, I do, but I just leave it on. I go around there, and then all I have to do is pull the handle to take care of it. So, well, anyway, that's kind of what I got going on around here today. But I'm sure glad to have this mower. Like I said, I'm going to change those bearings on that deck. I'll do that before next summer comes. But I've got her all cleaned up, and hopefully, like I said, I'm not going to have to mow anymore this year. I'm hoping I don't have to anyway. If I do, it'll be one more mowing, but I'm just so glad to have her all mowed. And in fact, everybody comments on it, how nice it looks when it is all mowed like it is. Well, anyway, I'm going to get off of here. But as I always say, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell. Share it with others. Have a blessed day. And I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.